Out comes Darian Sanders. He's not on our match card here. What's he doing out here?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Here he is live in the Slowdown. Omaha, Nebraska welcomes Darian Sanders, the Dream Maker.
You know what? I stand corrected. I'm pretty sure that he had a YouTube video posted saying that he was going to be here, and I'm pretty sure he was just looking for a fight.
He had an open challenge, but from what I've heard, I haven't heard anybody.
I don't think I've heard anybody accept it either.
Let's put Mark in there, our ring announcer.
I am the enlightened, the Dream Maker, Darian Sanders. Good one, you got me. That is my fight coach, professional MMA fighter Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez.
He's got a trainer.
Did you say shark bait or jailbait?
Oh, he does look pretty young.
And I have a vision I want to share with you now.
Did he just make glasses with his face?
I really do.
You're real quick tonight, aren't you?
That's what my wife keeps telling
Full
me.
of men, full of bravery, who accept challenges and will fight just because. I envision a city that we're from, where we fight because we can, not because we have to. I envision a city that is home to a world champion baseball team and not just its AAA affiliate.
Uh-oh. Talking about the Omaha Storm Chasers.
Look it up.
This man is from Kansas City, in case you guys didn't pick that up.
Good job. 2 weeks have gone by, and no one in Omaha is man enough to accept my open challenge.
Our sources were
I
right.
would invite any one of you. It's not a bad deal for your green t-shirt. These make-believers who have liquid encouragement in front of them.
Maybe we should do a raffle for his opponent.
Who used to catch his face like your loser football college team.
Those are fighting words around here.
But I know what you know, is I'll be just as disappointed that none of you, or you, or you, or you up there, are brave enough to accept my invitation.
You know, Darian Sanders really should have came out here and started with how philosophical he was going to get. But if you're listening to what this man says, he's got a point. Why can't he have a vision? Why isn't anybody stepping up? Is the Now This Is Wrestling locker room scared of what Darian Sanders has to offer?
Can't deny those facts.
Look it up.
I'll be looking a lot of stuff up after this match.
He's talking.
To accept my challenge. From Bellevue to Ralston to Blair to Benson to Saint Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Whoa. He's done his homework.
I want to get a workout in before I go.
I guess no one's accepting the challenge of Darian Sanders. How about you, Sean? You're not doing anything right now.
Listen, I don't know this man from Adam, and I like to scout my opponents, which is practically why I'm sitting behind the commentator's booth. So how about I watch how this guy proceeds with his strikes, and then maybe I will, think about it. But right now, I have a more bigger job in babysitting you.
Are we having a training session here in the ring?
I really hope not, but I hope security is doing so.
Fans, we'd like to remind you to not jump over the barricades.
Yeah, our crack security team maybe should have jumped in on that, but clearly they did not.
On it. It's amazing. All right, I guess we are having a training session. I don't know why.
Pay attention, Chubbo. You could probably learn something from here and drop a few pounds.
So I take notes.
You probably should in your copious amounts of paper.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do we got going on here? Oh, no. Wait a minute. We've been seeing these videos. He's here! It's Dustin Bozworth! The biggest free agent!
The biggest. Let me ask you some questions, huh? What makes him the biggest free agent in this business?
Well, so far he's bigger than I am, I'll tell you that. He was trained in he was on the Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull Ranch.
Yeah, you know what? You can be all fancy-dancy and you can go on a TV show, and that doesn't make you trained to be in this business, all right?
Well, ever since then, his stock has gone up.
Yeah, well, we'll see, because you know what? I'm putting my money on the actual fighter, the guy who has an MMA record, okay? He's going to punch right through this Bozworth.
Do we have is he coming here to accept his challenge?
That'd be my guess, Captain Obvious.
You guys know who that is? No. Yeah, I didn't either until I saw it on the video board. That is the free agent, Dustin Bozworth. You're in trouble.
And I thought I was obvious.
Right? Harley races, guys. Yeah. Dustin, I'm glad you're here. Because you get to see whoever's going to answer my challenge. Who's gonna?
I'm pretty sure it's right in front of you.
That's me, big player.
Is Darian intimidated by this free agent?
I don't think so.
What is this? That is heinous. Oh, look at the coward's way out of the ring. But Dustin was ready. And we have an official match on our way.
All right, free agent. Let's see what you got.
Here we go so far with some suplexes for offense. Oh, throwing him on the outside. Oh, here we go. Dustin Bozworth came ready to wrestle here. I don't think Darian Sanders expected the free agent to answer the challenge.
I don't think Darian Sanders expected much of anything. I mean, like, he sat there for 2 weeks trying to call out the entire, not just now locker room, but anybody. And nobody showed up. And now all of a sudden the supposed hottest free agent in the business decides to think that he can just come in here and run roughshod? I don't think so. If you paid attention to anything that Sanders was saying in the beginning, he envisioned something. And when you have such a strong vision, you have such passion for something, you have such determination, you have such a fight for it. And I don't think the free agent understands and can see past that.
Well, we're going to find out here tonight. Well, you got an official match here at Now. Darian Sanders trying to feel out his opponent early here. Another headlock tie-up. What does having a trainer at ringside be? Is that a huge advantage for?
Absolutely, it's going to be. I mean, you can sit there and you can wrestle, and maybe you might get lost in your head. You might be sitting there trying to think, but you got a guy who is not being affected.
Headlock takedown by the free agent.
He's not being his trainer is not being affected by any kind of punishment happening in the ring. He's going to sit there and keep you on a guide on the narrow. I mean, you see cornermen all the time go down to an MMA fight. I'm sure it works in the same exact capacity.
Darian Sanders finally starting to mount some offense here. Think he was caught off guard a little bit by Dustin Bozworth?
Maybe, I don't know. I've yet to see what this free agent can do. I mean,
think he had accepted the fact that he wasn't having an open challenge. Nobody was accepting.
You know, he may have put a block mentally in thinking, and I don't think he checked out, though, because I don't think you check out of a match and then all of a sudden start a training session with your trainer. I mean, you're ready to fight at any time. At any time.
Oh, nice drop kick by Bozworth into the corner. Darian Sanders. Here's that advantage coming into play so far. Oh, Darian Sanders taking advantage of the distraction by his manager.
See, there we go, going for a single leg. Pushing.
Oh, what is this? Referee needs to get involved in this match more.
Hey, you know what? Maybe open challenge means is a little interpretive to maybe you have to play by Sanders' rules here.
Sanders seems to finally have mounted some offense.
You say finally like he was never going to do it.
Well, we hadn't seen it from him yet in the ring.
Yeah, I get that, but you underestimate a lot of what's going on in there. Until you've stepped through those ropes and have been in the position that myself and other wrestlers have been in, you don't understand.
Another kick by Dustin Bosworth. Oh, but Sanders with a kick of his own and then a punch right to the side of the ear. It's got to be ringing in his ears. Oh, what is that? Using his wrist pad there. Oh, Bosworth having none of that.
Bosworth with a little showboat in there. I don't quite appreciate that. I don't want to put my stock in this free agent. I mean.
Well, how much does being on a TV show get into a head of a wrestler?
I guess it just depends. I mean, you see a lot of people come out here and show, but look at Donnie Peppercreek was standing around here gyrating and stuff like that. I can only imagine how much longer that charade would have went on if Donnie Peppercreek was on some kind of reality television.
Does it give him an ego, though?
I think absolutely it gives him an ego. I mean, you sit there and you have the audacity to tell yourself, hey, I'm the hottest free agent. How is that not ego? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to answer this open challenge. How is that not ego? I mean, a lot of wrestlers have a battle of egos, but, I mean, sometimes you got to make sure that you can back up this giant ego that you have. And with these right hands, Bosworth can't.
Darian Sanders has a vicious right hand. Absolutely. Bosworth in some trouble here, a knee to the gut. Whips him off the ropes here. What's Bosworth? Oh, and a drop kick by Sanders. Could this be it right here?
This very well could be.
Could this be a short-lived free agency?
You got two hard feet coming right at your face. That's enough to drop anybody, really.
I think Darian Sanders looked a little lazy with that cover there. Got to get into those covers to get those veterans down.
You say lazy, but you never know. Sometimes you got to feel out your opponent. How many times do boxers sit there and they jam? They're not enough to drop an opponent, but you're feeling somebody out. Sometimes you need to check somebody's wind level, I mean, if they're going to be gassed, the only time to really check that is a good time to check it is like when you're down for a pin. So maybe he was seeing how winded Bosworth was. I mean, that's going to completely change the strategy on your offense.
Darian Sanders, Bosworth trying to reverse here. Oh, getting done. Armbar here. Bosworth seeming to find a counter for it. Rolling. Did he get him into a pinning predicament?
In the ground game, that's not where Bosworth needs to be.
Bosworth trying to use power over technicality.
Trying to pull him up for the power bomb.
How much is this MMA background of Sanders helping him here?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. You see what Bosworth was trying to go for. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking any away from the power that I've just seen. But, we can't all be Rampage Jackson and just get caught in an armbar and then just start power bombing people. You have to realize is that Sanders here had the advantage by locking in that armbar tighter and tighter.
He had enough power to get out of it, and that's all that counted at that point. Now let's see what else the free agent can have if he can capitalize on getting out of that armbar. Armbars are tough to get out of.
Absolutely. Big right hand.
Man, these guys are exchanging shots here.
The last thing I want to do is exchange with an MMA guy.
Absolutely. I agree. Going here. Oh, a vicious kick to the head. These guys into the corner. Bosworth, another vicious clothesline. Whips him into the corner, going for another clothesline. He's just wearing down Daniel Sanders.
You can't go to the well too many times. Sanders is going to catch on that.
He mixed it up a little there. He's slowly just wearing down Sanders, it looks like. Another clothesline to bring him down.
Very much
Now he's got to capitalize on Sanders.
He does.
Being
he got
gassed.
Sanders down. The last thing you want to do is sit there and take a breather.
He's calling for going up.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, you need to stay on the ground. You're only vulnerable. You're only making yourself more vulnerable by going up.
Looks like Darian Sanders is going
maybe
up.
That's what he meant by it.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. The advantage of having the trainer in the corner again. But Bosworth. A ruthless spine buster. Incredible.
Yeah,
Darian Sanders with a roll-up. One.
Real close.
Fall.
That was smart. That was crafty. Good thinking, Sanders. I liked it.
Bosworth seemingly overcoming the odds thus far with having not having a manager in his corner. Sanders utilizing that manager.
He's got
to
him
his
back
advantage.
up.
Uh-oh. What are we going for here? Could this be it? Oh, my God, a TKO-like maneuver. Is this going to be it? Goes for the cover. And that's it. The free agent. Are you impressed with him now, Sean?
You know,
He just beat Darian Sanders.
pulling out a win like that. You know what? I tell you what, a big win on this big show will really kind of start not make waves, but he's starting to make a motion, and maybe the free agent is well on his way to getting what he needs.
He made a good path at climbing that ladder tonight. One rung down. Is Bosworth going to be a force to be reckoned with here in Now This Is Wrestling?